So I'm Mario Spencer, 26 years old, bone cancer survivor, former football player, a musician, an all-around free spirit. I grew up in Harbourview, Stars of the East. It's a popular football community. All my friends are footballers, some are musicians as well, so I grew up around the same things that I'm doing right now. My father was a footballer in his younger years. When he was around, he would encourage me to play ball. Yeah, being around him definitely inspired me to play football. And it's every day you go outside, you hear the ball, you see them playing ball, you eventually get drawn into it. I'd sneak out of the house to go play football in the road. My mother never really liked that. So that was one of the highlights of my childhood. One of the reasons I started playing football was after watching, it was the '98 World Cup, seeing Ronaldinho, especially just his style of play and how happy he was on the field. That was what drew me to want to play football and just go out there and be that star, just brighten up the field. One of my fondest memories playing football was in high school, interform. Was first match for the season and we just kicked off. And I just told my teammates, yo, forgive me, but I'm going to be selfish for a little bit. I was just dribbling through the field and I came up on the defender, the last defender was a big brother, we used to call him Iron Toe. Just big and strong, and really just never wanted him to come near me, so I just kick it around him, run as fast as I could and just score.
I've known Mario from a long time because we used to go to church and we used to play ball together, but me call him Stifle and thing. He used to salad me and pal me and all of those things. He's a cool, humble youth, I'm always helpful and all those stuff. And Mario does, but Stifler, wish you a good, successful surgery and hope for the best and everything.
So welcome everybody, my name is Justin Scott and Mario has always been a great friend of mine from ever since I can remember. From prep school days, I used to go play football around by the field and take out the bicycle and all around Harbourview. So so from a little boy me rate Mario and say, alright, what you know? Like he was one of the old people in the scheme that I didn't really know at the time that went to high school. We went to Georges and I said, yeah man, I got to Georges too. So G-Star comes sign up, pass and we get through. So we used to link up at Georges from time to time.
Hey, I am Akil. I'm a former classmate of Mario. We used to go to St. George's College together, STGC good and true, and UA as well. And that's how we became good friends. Being around Mario for so many years, I've learned many different things from him. So that makes him a teacher, but he's also multi-talented. He is a footballer, performer, singer. He's a motivator, many different things. When you're around Mario, you can't keep a straight face for more than 5 seconds. I mean, just thinking about it right now, it's making me like look back on memories and just think about all the crazy stuff that this guy is doing or has done. Mario is a really cool youth, a genuine youth, a brilliant youth. He's multi-talented, as I said before. And just somebody where you can be around and instantly your spirits are lifted. So I mean, I just want to bring on my bro Mario. You don't know anything already. Up top, fam.
It was in 2009. I was playing some scrimmage ball one day and I felt a sudden pain in my left leg, a little below my knee. And at that time I thought it was a torn muscle or something, so I came off of the field and one of my friends had magic spray. I emptied the whole bottle and I was still in pain. A couple of days passed and I was trying to make the pain subside. It wasn't going anywhere, it eventually got worse and my mom took me to the doctor. First doctor we went to was saying it's arthritis and doctor saying it was a torn muscle. Eventually we did an x-ray and there was a dark spot on it and the doctor spotted it and said this could be cancer. At that time I didn't take the news anyway at that time. I was just waiting for confirmation. So I did MRIs and a biopsy, tested the actual bone and confirmed that it was osteosarcoma, bone cancer. when I got that news, I wasn't scared, really. I was just more worried about me playing football again. Would I ever play ball again? Then, I just said, whatever is to be, I'll deal with it. I wasn't somebody who really took it serious like that. I was laughing through the whole process.
So, I am Paige Dixon and Mario Spencer. What I know about Mario, G's and face, this nigga makes me laugh all the time. Very jovial, love football, love life, never make nothing get him done. Like when I heard about Mario's story, I wonder how this guy still smiles. It's the brightest smile, like Mario's smile just always get me. Always there for me, very supportive. Love media, love the arts, love music and all them something there. And whatever I'm in, Mario is there for me. And I think he's like that to anybody who I'm close to.
My name is Maureen Clark. I've been living in this community over 36 years and I have known Mario since birth. I've known him to be a really kind, very intelligent and bright prospect for the future, and he's somebody like what we would like to have always in our society. I wish him all the best and I pray God's richest blessing on him that everything will come true as he sets his heart's desire so to be.
I'm Beverly Gale, a member of the Moravian Church, and I'm here to just wish Mario all the success in his surgery. I've known Mario from a little boy, so when he was running up and down until before he got ill, and God has been good to him and keep him on his journey. And for the final part, I know he's gonna make a full recovery and start run up and down again and play football.
Getting that news and knowing that I could possibly lose my leg and lose a chance at playing football professionally was devastating, but I was still hopeful throughout the whole process. First person from my family that knew I had cancer was my mother. She was in the office with me at the time. And she didn't take it well at all. She was on the ground crying. I had to be the one to encourage her. Mommy, all right, just to get up and try to control yourself. Some of my friends took it to heart. Some thought I was going to die. And my friends came to the hospital crying. And I was laughing like, yo, you're a ball for brother. Good, man. Yeah, it was... I had to be the one to remain hopeful for them.
I think it was somewhere about 2011 or 12. I met Mario through a mutual friend who was my best friend at the time, DeAndre. They went to George's together. And we had a picnic in Hope Gardens where Mario was invited by somebody else. And when I got to the picnic, I asked my friend what could possibly be the problem why Mario had his leg wrapped and he was on crutches. But there was something that struck me more than the fact that he was on crutches with his leg wrapped. And that was how full of life Mario was. He never seemed as if he was worried. He never seemed as if he was battling cancer. He was so full of life. The man just seemed happy. And through that period, Mario and I became very good friends because then we linked on social media. Had sent a few messages to ask if he was okay.
Hi, my name is Shanique Smith, otherwise known as Angel, and I just want to tell you, Mario, that I've known you like since my whole life, growing up from church and everything, and you were always this humble person that anyone can come to, like the best singer on the choir, you all should know. And he was just so humble and calm in every single thing, and knowing that he got cancer, it was just heartbreaking for all of us, but he pulled through and we were still here with him, supporting him in everything that he did. And now he's doing his second surgery, and I just want him to wait. I just want to wish him all the best, and I know he will pull through because guess what, Mario, you're a superstar and everyone knows that. And continue being the person you are. This has never dwindled your light, none at all. And I just want you to know that we are here supporting you 100% behind you with everything we do, and know that God is in the midst of everything, and we just want to know that we love you.
I'm Heather Cook. I'm happy to be associated with anything Mario is doing in his music work and support the venture. I know Mario from he was singing in the church choir, junior choir. He was mentored by my mother, late Thelma Thompson. So I would encourage everybody to give Mario support to his upcoming activities.
By 2010 I started chemotherapy treatment and went through a whole year of this rigorous chemotherapy. I was just bedridden and did 9 rounds for 9 months. Eventually I had to do an operation to replace the affected bone with the bone of a dead person. The operation was successful after 11 hours and started the healing process after that. My friends and family, they supported me through prayer, and some of them visited and they were by my bedside just to try and cheer me. They bring different gifts, food items, and just their presence, their presence would help to put me in a better state of mind to deal with the treatment, side effects and everything. One of my closest friends, Gabrielle, every week she'd bake a batch of brownies. She knows I love chocolate. She'd bake a batch of brownies and just carry it to me and come spend some time with me. Her mother and her father was always there. One of my brethren, Omari, whatever he could find in the house, he would just one day bring a peanut butter sandwich and say, "Oh, this is all they have." And it was funny at the time. I was grateful for it. Just the presence sometimes is all I needed.
Hello, my name is Gabrielle McDowell and I am good friends with Mario Spencer. We've been friends for over 10 years. I first met him when I was about 15 years old at the Edna Manley School of Music. We did a summer program together. He's always been talented as a singer. I remember one day I was at the Sovereign Center and he was there with a bunch of his friends and he told me that his leg wasn't feeling so great, so he had to go to the doctor, and I think he did a biopsy shortly after. But I remember when he was diagnosed with cancer, he told me, and it was such a shocker. I remember my mother and I, well, when my mother was around, she's not here with us anymore, may her soul rest in peace. We used to visit him all the time. I used to bake him brownies, and I saw him through the various stages of his treatment. I remember when he lost all the hair on his body, and that would get anyone down, so just seeing him like that and seeing how well he's handled his trials, to see the type of man that he is now and to see all that he's done, it's just so impressive. It's an honor and a privilege for me to have been in his life and to be in his life still. I wish him all the best. His journey has just been so rough and I don't think it's fair, but as unfair as it's been, he has handled it with such grace.
Hey everybody, I'm Romario Brown. This is a friend, a brother, a family of Mario Spencer, How me and Mario become friends, we live on the same road at a tender age, Arbor View, Coralway to be specific. We used to go to the same church, Arbor View, Moravian, same choir and stuff, so real recognize real, and we have other friends them and family just powerful and just big one, The story behind Mario surgery and all we have been through, I think it was a rough one for we and the family and friend for everybody. But we know Mario strong and we know Mario really good and we know him that will pull through, and God never give a man more than he can bear. Everything and very easy. But Mario, I just want to wish you all the best man that upcoming surgery, and just remember to tell us that every successful person have a successful story to tell. All the best, bro.
So I met Mario years ago, maybe a decade ago, while we were still in high school. And I remember he played football at George's and he had some knee pain at some point, and later on found out that it was actually cancer. And I remember visiting him in the hospital at
I think it was UE Hospital. And one thing I'll never forget, I think it was either after the tumor was removed or a bone marrow transplant. I think it was a tumor because it was like 16 or 17. And one thing I'll never forget is just how positive and optimistic he was. I kid you not, I just remember him being just, really positive despite the circumstances. I think I was crying. I can't remember if my friend Gabrielle was crying, but I was definitely not taking it as well as he was. And I remember him not wanting to put down his phone either. I think at the time the phone that everybody had was the Nokia 3310, one of them phones, and he was just so optimistic at the time. I mean, when you have a younger brother looking up to you, and when you're so young and you have a bright future ahead of you, sometimes it's hard to be that kind of positive light, but Mario really was it. And many years later, he's still valuable, doing great things. It's obvious to me that there is even more in store. It's obvious to me that this battle has been won, continues to be won, and we just have to support. So, yeah, all the best.
Eventually went on to graduate high school and pursue my dreams of being a musician at that time. Went on to Edna Manley College and studied music for a year. My love for music actually started before my love for football, actually. My mom, she was a singer in her younger days. Her mother never really liked the idea of her being a musician because, the lifestyle wasn't Christian. And she came to town and she was an entertainment journalist. And she had me very young. So I was always with her. So every show she was at, I was behind her. I got to meet a lot of superstars, you would say. I just became attracted to the whole live performances and just being around musicians. That's what really started my passion for music. I eventually got into singing at church and then school choirs. And then that led to my attending Edna Manley.
Danel. I happen to be the musical director at the church where Mario attends, and I've known Mario for the past 17 years. He started singing right here. He just reminded me that I was the person who got him to go on stage and start singing, so I just give God the praise for that. And Mario is very dedicated and devoted. He loves the Lord and he's very active in church, youth rally. He's always going there performing at youth rally.
Hi, my name is Shannon Haynes. I'm 21 and I'm an aspiring healthcare professional, entrepreneur and singer-songwriter, and finally a close friend of Mario Spencer. I met Mario during my freshman year at UE and we've basically been friends ever since then, and I would describe him as somebody who is very passionate about entertainment and management within music, and he's also very passionate about cancer awareness since he is a survivor of osteosarcoma. Throughout our friendship, we've uplifted each other and shared a wealth of laughter and candor, and it is safe to say that I will never regret meeting somebody like him, especially because he has helped me realize my potential within certain areas in my life. He has shown me possibilities that I can achieve, and he's actively helping me to make it become a reality. And he is definitely overall a ball of great positive energy, strength, maturity, and determination, and I wish him all the best with his surgery and a beautiful healing process.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I met Mario when I was in college. In my first year of college, I joined Pop Society, and he is a singer. Really, really good. He's really, really talented. That's how I met him. So when I met Mario, he was just full of life, always full of jokes, and I really wouldn't even have noticed that anything was wrong with his walking, or that he could have had anything so tragic happen to him ever, unless I paid attention. It took me a while. I knew him for probably about a month before I asked him, what happened to your knee? And when he told me, I didn't believe him. I was just like, there is no way you're this happy and you're this nonchalant and focused and hopeful, and I'm just like, there is no way that happened to you and you're this way. So I think he is a great person who is full of so much potential, who loves to give back, who is ridiculously driven when he wants to be, and I think out of anyone, he deserves this surgery. He needs it and he deserves it, so that's what I've got to say.
Well, after surgery, I was told the healing process would take up approximately 2 years. I'm an impatient person, so I tried to live within the limitations that I had. I was on crutches for a long time, and I started Edna Manley College. I graduated St. George's College on crutches and went on to Edna Manley and started studying music. I made a ton of great friends being at Edna Manley. They're all supportive, especially when they found out, why I was walking the way I walked. They were really, inspired, some would say, by my whole story. I wasn't somebody who went around saying, I had cancer and everything. They saw how I walked and they'd ask, why you walk like that? And I'd tell some of them, and they'd be like, wow, I don't know how you did.
My name is Shekinah Adegold. I am a musician. I met Mario, I think it was 2013 or 14 at Edna Manley. I think it's great that he doesn't stop trying. A lot of people would have given up, under the circumstances. They would have said, all right, maybe I shouldn't try this, maybe I shouldn't go for that. But he keeps trying different stuff, like even the Monty Alexander Scholarship, putting on this Event Survivor Cup, Carib Vox, because I also worked with him as a writer, and in different fields, different areas that he can put himself into, he will do it. So he always tries something new, he's always willing to try, and if he fails, but he can't say he didn't try. And that's what I like, because a lot of people don't have that quality these days.
So I left Edna Manley after a year, started University of West Indies, studying entertainment and cultural enterprise management, still in music, in and around music. I was a member of the University Pop Society, where I was a lead vocalist, performing all over campus. People began to know me as a singer youth there. Eventually I'd stopped performing because being on stage and just moving around, and became conscious of the leg and how I walked and everything, so I became withdrawn somewhat. That I really didn't like the stares and everything. People would be staring and one team foot. I just never really liked it, so I became a bit more laid back and assumed a more behind the scenes role. I'm still involved in music, yeah. I work with different musicians, people in my circle. I provide harmonies, background harmonies. I help with production in terms of finding different instrument players to accompany performers. I'm not so much a stage performer. I prefer to be in the studio. Because learning a lot about engineering and learning a lot about sounds and the different softwares and the all the different instruments I dabble with.
My name is Danel Wallace. I am a student at the University of the West Indies. I'm studying marketing. Right? Yeah, I'm a musician. I like music, love music. I actually met Mario through the same minor program, Entertainment and Cultural Enterprise Management, which is his major. And through music, ultimately through music. To be honest, we were friends for about a year before I knew he had cancer. Before that, it was just a bridging, a good bridging where you can just call upon for help, encouraging just that general person. And honestly, I didn't really know that he had cancer at the first time. Yeah, but when I learned about his cancer, I was like, oh. Since then, he has been like an inspiration because despite having cancer and all of the negative connotations that people put on that, Mario is just a person who loves life generally, live life to the fullest. And through seeing him being like that, it encouraged me to just do the same and just live life, go after what I want in life. So even with music and everything else, educationally, he's been one of the persons who drive me to always do my best, you know?
Hi, my name is Lori and I'm a friend of Mario's. We've been friends for the last 3 or so years. Before our friendship, I learned of his story through his radio interview with Love 101, which really got my attention and brought a lot of awareness to Sarcoma for me. Fast forward a few weeks ago, I learned that he would have to go through another surgery, and that came as a shocker because that's not something you look forward to hearing, but I am very hopeful that his surgery will be successful, and I'm looking forward to him getting back into his routine and enjoying the life he really wants to live. And just so you know, you have the support of friends and family, and we're looking forward to great results.
I actually changed my major from entertainment to marketing, integrated marketing and communications. I felt like that's something I needed to learn more of. I mean, not that I didn't need entertainment teachings, I feel like I got a lot of knowledge through that program. I just feel like marketing is something I wanted to learn, to just packaging different products, specifically with music, but the whole science of communicating to persuade somebody to engage in your business or whatever it is that you're taking part of. It's something that I find interesting and something that I see is becoming very lucrative today. The operation that I did was in 2011 with the replacing my bone with the bone of the deceased donor. The complication arose with the complication that I'm having now. It isn't severely painful, but it's something that will eventually worsen if I don't take care of it. The bone has started to erode as a result of me being active again, and there are the certain muscles that were taken out of fear of the cancer returning. So it's something that I knew would come eventually, just I didn't expect it to come right now, in a time where I didn't really have the money for that. I'm still cancer free, give thanks for that. I think of it as being minor really, replacing this bone now. It's a major operation, but looking at where I'm coming from, it's minor. I'm just grateful that I'm still cancer free, and that with the operation that I'm supposed to do, I'll be able to move around freely again. Not so sure about playing football professionally, but I'll be able to juggle again and teach my little brother some new tricks. So, Survivor Cup. The idea came to me. I was watching Manning Cup season 1 year when a young baller from Trinity. The story was released that he had osteosarcoma like myself, and hearing that news, it hit me. Like, I didn't know him, but I felt like that was me. This young man was in his prime, was one of the star players for his school, and and eventually he died. And I cried when I heard that, because a friend of mine had reached out to me to try and give him some words of encouragement. But at that time, I really didn't know what to say to him, because hearing his news and then remembering my history with the whole sickness, I didn't know what to do. I was personally devastated hearing his news, and I knew it was something that could get me depressed. So I couldn't reach out to him, and then unfortunately he passed away. After hearing that, I was thinking, like, what is life? Like, why am I here? Why am I still alive? Like, how the youth they drop out and me still there? I mean, maybe I should just use my time and do something. And then it was in an IMC class, actually, where we had to come up with a campaign about whatever topic we had in mind. Automatically, my thing was sarcoma. So I came up with the idea to start an initiative by Sarcoma Jamaica and hosting an annual event called Survivor Cup, linking my passion, football and music. And I hosted the first one with a group, just a small group of friends at George's, and we didn't get to raise a lot of money. We raised about 50,000 in total, and whatever wasn't used for the expenses of hosting the event was donated to another young man from St. Anne, Tajay Jones. He had some medical bills. He had amputated his leg and he needed painkillers and so on, so donated the money to him. Unfortunately, sometime after he passed away as well. That's something that kept me going, pushing it to make it as big as I can, just using my time wisely. This year will be the second staging of Survivor Cup. I decided to call it Survivor Cup 1.5. I mean, I'd say the first staging was like a test run. This year would be like a relaunch of it, and then the goal would be to raise 1.5 million to assist with the operation that I need to do. I mean, the plan wasn't to benefit me in the beginning. I had started making plans when I approached the venue sponsors, St. George's College, and gaming sponsors, In Control Gaming, long before I had known about my surgery. And upon hearing the news that I needed to do surgery again, I had to shift the purpose a little bit, and I spoke to both sponsors, and they're willing to still work with me. This year it will be a six-a-side tournament. Winners will be getting trophies and gift bags and all kind of other surprises. There will be a FIFA tournament as well, provided by In Control Gaming. Winner will be getting an electronic gift that I'll be announcing soon. Trophy as well. And then we'll be closing with a live performance show with some surprise guest artists. Proceeds from this year's Survivor Cup will be going towards medical expenses and the establishing of Sarcoma Jamaica, which is a non-profit organization that I started in 2016. The aim of that organization is to raise awareness of sarcoma cancers and just to assist different sarcoma patients that may need the help. The reason I chose George's as the venue was it's home to me, really. I spent 7 years of my life there. I went through my ordeal as a student there. They supported me through the whole cancer ordeal. They hosted different events to raise funds for my treatment. It was a no-brainer, really. That's home. This year, our sponsors, St. George's College, again. New partners, In Control Gaming. They'll be providing free gamings for kids if they come. Virtual reality, Fortnite, and then the FIFA tournaments for who want to show off the skills and have the bragging rights that they are the best FIFA players. I'm really grateful for the support that I've gotten thus far from current sponsors, In Control Gaming, St. George's College. My advice to people struggling with whatever problems they have, it doesn't have to be cancer, it can be financial issues, it can be mental health. there's always hope. There's always something to be hopeful for. It all just takes patience and humility and being grateful for what you do have. Because we go through bad times. Everybody, we all go through bad times. I think of it as just life teaching you to be patient and be humble. But if we go through bad times, so that when we reach the good times, we can remember where we're coming from and say, yo, we can always end up back there. So just be grateful and just remain humble.
She's got 10 different cigarettes, cursing like a sailor in the ocean in her eyes. But she's not my type at all. 5-star dinner with a t-shirt on, laughing too loud and a bit too long night. She's not my type at all. She's got pieces of me wrapped around her fingertips. Started slow but moving quickly to heaven. Ooh, she's not my type at all. Ooh, she's not my type at all. She's got a plastic ring on her left hand from her boyfriend, a chip on her shoulder from my mom. But she's not my type at all. It's all so right, it's all so wrong. Probably be gone by the end of this song. But she's not my type at all. She's got pieces of me wrapped around her fingertips. Started slow but moved